The Magician is the second card we come to on our journey. This card represents manifestation. Manifestation is about coming up with an idea or seeing a clear picture in your mind, cultivating it, and working on it and turning it into a reality. If we look at the Magician card as an evolution or the next step up from the Fool's card, we notice that the Magician has unpacked his satchel or tool bag for success that he was carrying on his shoulder, and now he has everything out on the table in front of him and ready to use them to get exactly what he wants. In the Fool's card, we saw a single white flower that represented true intention and motivation. Now, in the Magician's card, we see that the lilies, your whys, and the red roses, your desires, are in full bloom. This means your intentions are now blended nicely with your desires and your passions. If you look at this card, the Magician is even wearing white and red. If you remember from the Fool's card, this answers that important question: why am I doing this? Why do I want this? It's the driving factor behind your goal, and it's clear. Manifestation is all about turning your goal into a reality. So now is the time to get really clear on what you want. And the more detailed you are, and the clearer the picture is of what you want, the easier it's going to be to get it. So let's take a look at this analogy. You have a brand new car, the tank is full of gas, and you want to show it off to your new friend Charlie and take her for a ride in it. You know that Charlie lives in the county in a house with a brown door and a 2-car garage. So you head out on your journey towards the county to see her. So you're driving in the county. And the first house you come to with a brown door and a 2-car garage, you get out, you knock on the door, but it's not Charlie's house. So you get back into your car and you keep on driving until you come to the next house with a brown door and a 2-car garage, and you get out and you knock on the door. That's not Charlie's house either. And this continues all day long until you find Charlie's house, if you find it at all. But if you had Charlie's exact address before heading towards the county, you could have just punched it into Google Maps. Then you would know exactly how to get there, the distance between your house and hers, how long it's going to take you to drive there, and it would even show you a street view picture of Charlie's house. A white backsplit bungalow with a brown door, a 2-car garage, a koi pond with a fountain in the front yard, and a big oak tree. If your goal is to be wealthy, that's awesome. But how wealthy do you want to be? Do you want to be good neighborhood and cottage wealthy? Or perhaps your goal is to be several homes and cars wealthy? Or perhaps your vision is obnoxiously wealthy. Let's call this one Kardashian wealthy. Typically, the more you have, the harder you work. And despite what the show depicts, the Kardashian sisters just don't sit around all day eating big salads out of plastic takeaway containers. They have to work really hard for their money and make sacrifices for that level of wealth every day. So, all of the examples that I mentioned can be considered wealthy, but your vision of what being wealthy means to you will dictate the steps and the commitment that you need to reach your goal. It's good to be clear on how hard and how much you want to work and what you really want your life to look like. If your goal is to look like Mr. Universe, then your life will involve a lot of time in the gym. So the more detailed you are, the better. You want to create that Google map and street view of your goal. Make a vision board, write a letter to your future self, or meditate on a day in the life you're working towards having. Whatever it takes to really get that clear picture in your head of what you want and how to get it. Do your research. Know exactly what the finish line looks like and the route you're going to take to get there.